Hello, this is Dom from Black Toad Studios and welcome to episode 51 of the 83rd Warhost reinforcements. So those who are new to this series will document the growth of my word bearer force to a truly epic army. Each episode I will go off and I will paint a little bit in an extra unit, extra models, and let them join the 83rd Warhost for a zealous crusade across the galaxy. So it's been a little while since doing the last one. Unfortunately, I have been busy, but alas, I've now got the bug. I have recently played a tournament, but that was with my Necrons, because I've also played a couple of games with my word bearer force and they have not done particularly well. I would say this is more down to the Codex and how word bearers should be played. And unfortunately, not in a great place at the moment. But because I'm an addict to this hobby and I absolutely love it, damn you GW, I will continue to paint word bearers and build my army up in hope that the time we have the annual Apocalypse game on the channel, the Chaos Space Marine Codex will be released. So, on the last episode, we saw the Plague Marines from the Space Marine Hero series. I got myself 4 of those. I haven't told you which 4 I had, so it was an absolute mystery. I went off, sub-assembled them and painted them up. Absolutely amazing models. We'll see them shortly. I'm just going to go through a little bit on my feelings towards the Chaos Space Marine Codex at the moment. I am very vocal on my thoughts on the Chaos Space Marine Codex, and it's just frustrating. I really want to play Chaos Space Marines. However, it is painful and demoralizing playing them at the moment. We still have only 1 wound. Come on, Games Workshop. You've released Thousand Suns, you've released Death Guard. That's almost along the lines of releasing Death Watch and Grey Knights before the Space Marine Codex. I don't understand the logic behind it. I really hope there's a massive Chaos Space Marine Codex coming up and a massive release. We'll see. Let's be optimistic, people. So I played against Space Force recently and didn't record the game. It was a bit of a test game for a mixed Chaos list involving Chaos Knights, a little patrol of demons and a battalion of word bearers, and it was painful. The end points, there was only 5 points in it. However, I had to use every trick in the book, while the Space Wolf player happily relied on his codex, got through, no issues whatsoever really. And it's hard work. I really want them to play as the narrative dictates they should be able to play. Unfortunately, at the moment, it doesn't work. So come on, Games Workshop, bring out something for word bearers and Chaos Space Marines. Anyway, with that aside, let's go and have a look at the Plague Marines and let me know what you think. So here we are. It's taken a bit of time. However, I love these guys. They're absolutely brilliant. Such nice sculpts and an absolute pleasure to put together and paint. So as always, these guys were part assembled, painted and then glued together just to make sure I'm getting into every little area of the model. And I think the word bearer paint scheme has really kind of made these guys pop, in my personal and very humble opinion. So we're going to start off here with the champion right down on the front here, and yeah, love this guy. Very nice. I was after a new champion model, and when I realised after opening the box that it was this guy, I was very happy. Nice plasma pistol going on there with a plague sword, bit of detail going on, little nurgling riding on top. Go around to the cloak at the back. Nice bit of weathering going on there. Bit of detail on the base. So using the original base, but just kind of modifying it a bit. And yeah, very cool. Once again, using kind of the effect I've learned from the doing the Necrons on the plasma pistol there. So I'm going to put this guy over here for now. Let's move on to Mr. Pussy Gun. And similar with this guy here. Very cool. With the heads, I actually had to clip bits off the neck so I can position the heads in there, because when you're meant to be assembling these guys, the head goes in quite early on. However, I wanted to be able to paint the head separately and kind of paint around the neck, so I left them to the end and then clipped off the little bit on the bottom of the neck, which would normally holding it in place, so the heads are glued in there. Once again, turned out very nicely here. Word bearer colours suiting very, very well. I don't know how well this camera is going to pick it up, but using Agrax quite nicely into the corners there, just add a bit of dirt and depth in there. So there's that guy. It's nice to pop out the old Nurgle rock paint effect, because it just works sometimes. It just pops. It looks good. This icon guy, I don't know if I could pick a favourite. However, this guy's turned out quite nicely here as well. It's got a banner, or its icon, sorry, and then it's got a sword here. Go around the back, a bit of detail there. And it's always a pleasure to paint these guys. I absolutely love the Death Guard models, and to have some Plague Marines in my army, I have to do it. I just have to. At some point I might have to get some more Rubric Marines, because I've only got one squad. I've now got several squads of Plague Marines, but I can't help it because these models are just got so much character in there. Let's move that guy back up here for now. Then coming up last, Grenade guy. Showed my colleague this guy in my excited state, and he thought it was a conversion, but no, it's just a beautiful sculpt with pulling the pin, throwing the grenade. Very cool model. Once again, very happy to have that in the 83rd. Normally I'd add a bit of scripture work to these guys. However, I think it would maybe look a bit too cluttered. So I'm happy to keep it the way it is. I'm going to put some photos of these guys up on our Instagram, so go check it out if you haven't already. Might even put a little video up on TikTok of these guys. But yeah, beautiful models. I'd love to get the rest of the set at some point. However, my local hobby shop has sold out, surprisingly. So I can't get any at the moment. I will, going forwards, probably try and get the rest of the set and maybe another box of Plague Marines just to kind of bolster them out. Possibly even make a little force of actual Death Guard for the 83rd using the Death Guard Codex, because I think they're just beautiful models, and I'd love to get a bit more in my collection. So that is the Plague Marines for the 83rd. Now let's have a look to see what I am going to be painting next. So there we have it, my Plague Marines. Brilliant, absolutely love painting those models. Hoping to get some more in the future. As I said as well, I'd quite like to get some more Rubric Marines maybe. What do you guys think? Plague Marines or Rubric Marines? What would be good to add to the 83rd Warhost as it is? Let me know your thoughts below, guys. So the next model that I'm going to be introducing into the 83rd Warhost, I've got the Bug. I've part assembled this guy so far. I was in the zone. So I have started to assemble another Mauler Fiend. You can't really see what I've gone with here. It's literally in bits at the moment. However, I'm having to go to Tendrils again. After seeing what Thousand Suns are getting with their demon engines, I'm being rather optimistic on this side. It's easy to be negative. We did a negative bit at the beginning of the video. Let's be optimistic towards the end of the video. And I'm really hoping that the Mauler Fiends are going to be relatively fun to play in the new Codex. I'd love to run 3 of those with 3 Venom Crawlers as well. I think it'll be a lot of fun just charging them across the battlefield and seeing what happens with the support of Master Possession, etc. So that's what I'm going to go and paint. I'm going to try and make him a little bit different to the other two. In the posing and in the paint scheme, this one's going to be a bit more battered. I've done a few kind of bolter holes in it where it's kind of been hit a few times as the armor's taken a bit of a hit. So I'm really hoping that's going to look quite tasty when it's finished. So that's what I'm going to go do now, guys. I'm literally going to put this on a tray and go and spray it. So guys, once again, thank you for your support. Remember, we don't charge anything for our content. There is a link below with our affiliates from Goblin Gaming. If you're going to buy anything, check out that link. You don't pay GW prices. Black Toad Studios get a tiny bit of money back, and you get some models. Win-win. But until next time, guys, this is Dom from Black Toad Studios. See you next time. Take care.